Good morning, children. Welcome back. I am Mrs. Sitara, your social science teacher. In today's class, we are going to learn about Chapter 3, Municipalities and Corporation, Part 2. Before moving on to the chapter, let us have a recap of what we learned in the last class. In the last class, we learned about municipalities. Do you remember, children, what is a municipality? Correct. Municipality is a form of local government. It is a form of local government in a small town where 50,000 to 1 lakh people live. We also know that a municipality is divided into, yes, correct, wards. Children, can you tell me who is the head of the municipality? The head of the municipality is the chairperson. Who is the head of municipality? The chairperson. What is the tenure of members of a municipality? Yes, very correct. It is 5 years. The tenure of the members is 5 years. We also learned about the duties of municipality. They include providing street lamps, constructing library and its maintenance, maintaining local market, providing drinking water facilities, constructing roads and removing garbage dumps. To do all these work, what is the source of income of municipality? The central government and state government provide some money. People also pay in the form of taxes. We also studied about Lord Ripon, who is the father of local bodies. In this session, we will learn about the corporation. Children, do you remember India is divided into a number of states or Malilangal, and states are further divided into districts or Mavatangal, and again they are further divided into local bodies. The local bodies are further divided into urban local bodies and rural local bodies. In the urban local bodies, it is divided into corporations, municipalities and town panchayat. The rural local bodies are again divided into district panchayat, panchayat union and village panchayat. So, the local bodies can be divided into urban local bodies, which is further divided into corporation, municipality, town panchayat. The rural local bodies are further divided into district panchayat, panchayat union and village panchayat. Did you know, children, Tamil Nadu state consists of 38 districts, 385 panchayat unions and 12,620 village panchayats. How many districts are there in Tamil Nadu? 38. Very good. Children, Balwant Rai Mehta Committee, a committee established by the central government in the year 1957, recommended a 3-tier Panchayati Raj system. Balwant Rai Mehta is known as the father of Panchayati Raj in India. Now 3-tier means 3 layers like Grama Panchayat, Panchayati Samiti and Zilla Parishad. That was in the year 1957. So, the father of Panchayati Raj is Balwant Rai Mehta, and Balwant Rai Mehta Committee was a committee organized by the central government in 1957 to study about the local government, and they suggested a 3-tier Panchayat Raj consisting of the Grama Panchayat, Panchayati Samiti and Zilla Parishad. Then later in 1978, long before we are all born, in 1978, government established a committee called as Ashok Mehta Committee, and they recommended a two-tier Panchayati Raj system. Balwant Mehta Committee suggested a three-tier Panchayati Raj system in 1957, while Ashok Mehta Committee recommended a two-tier Panchayati Raj system in 1978. The two-tier was a Zilla Parishad at the district level and a Mandal Panchayat consisting of villages. So Balwant Mehta Committee suggested Grama Panchayat, Panchayati Samiti and Zilla Parishad, while Ashok Mehta replaced it with a two-tier with Zilla Parishad and Mandal Panchayat. Now children, come let us see the book lines. For example, we call Chennai, Trichy, Kovai, Madurai and Salem as corporations. So to Mugilan, uncle is giving examples of corporations. What are the examples of corporations? Chennai, Trichy, Kovai, Madurai and Salem. Then Mugilan got a doubt what to do, and he is asking his uncle,
what is corporation?
Mugilan is asking his uncle, you told me all these things, all these districts are corporations. Then tell me, uncle, what is a corporation? Uncle is replying, certain municipalities will be declared by the government of Tamil Nadu as corporation based on high population and high revenue. There are so many municipalities, and among the municipalities, some of the municipalities which is having high population, the population is more, and revenue means income. As the population is more, naturally revenue will be more. So which is that those corporations, those municipalities which have more population and more revenue will be declared by the state government. Our state government, Tamil Nadu, will declare those municipalities that have high revenue and high population as corporations. Population means the number of people living in a particular area, that is called as a population. If the population is more and the revenue is more, those municipalities will be declared as corporation by the Tamil Nadu government. Who will declare the municipalities as corporation? It will be declared by the government of Tamil Nadu. Based on what a municipality can become a corporation? Based on its population as well as revenue. Both population and revenue is a criteria to make a municipality into a corporation. We learned what is the population of a municipality. What is the population, children? It should be between 50,000 to 1 lakh. If the population goes beyond 1 lakh, goes above 1 lakh, then there is a chance that that municipality is converted into a corporation. Children, so the larger municipality or the bigger municipalities will be renamed or declared as a corporation. Let us read the book lines once again, children. Certain municipalities will be declared by the government of Tamil Nadu as corporation based on high population and high revenue. Now Mugilan's got another doubt. He is asking,
Uncle, how many corporations are there in Tamil Nadu?
Mugilan is asking his uncle about the corporations in Tamil Nadu. His uncle is replying, in Tamil Nadu, 15 corporations have been established. How many corporations have been established? 15. There are 15 corporations in Tamil Nadu. And the oldest corporation is Chennai. Which is the oldest corporation, children? It is Chennai, the capital city. Children, the beautiful white building you see on the screen is that of Chennai Corporation. It is called as Ripon Building, named after Lord Ripon, who was the Governor General of British India, and he is known as a father of our local bodies. And you can see people cleaning the drainage area, water logging in the city. As the city is becoming crowded, there will be places for water logging. Water will be left out after the rain. So you can see two corporation people working it out to clear the area. That sort of work is done by the corporation people.
Uncle, who is the head of corporation?
Mughlan wants to know who is the head of the corporation. So he is asking his uncle, Uncle, tell me, who is the head of the corporation? And he answers, the chairperson of the corporation is called the mayor. What is the name of the head? It is mayor. M-A-Y-O-R, mayor. Tell me, children, who is the head of the municipality? It is a chairperson. And for corporation, he is called as a mayor. He is also called as the father of the corporation. What is his other name? Father of the corporation. Who is the father of the corporation? It is a mayor. The tenure of the members of the corporation is 5 years. So, like municipality, the head of the municipality is called as a chairperson. The head of the corporation is called as a mayor. He is also called as a father of the corporation. The tenure of member of corporation is how many years? 5 years. Same as that of a municipality. The tenure of a municipality office is also for 5 years. Now we will see what other things are there in a corporation. The Indian Administrative Service Officers, the IAS officers and similar rank holders are appointed by the government to the corporations. Since a corporation is bigger than a municipality, the administrative work will be more. There will be more office work in a corporation. So they need IAS officers to run it, to maintain it. Okay, children. So the IAS service officers are also appointed by the government in the corporation. In corporation office, you can not only find the mayor and the members of the corporation, but IAS officers also. Why they are needed? Because the corporation is big. They need more people, more experienced people in running an office. They are given IAS officers and other members by the government. Children, we learned that if the population of an area is within 1 lakh, then it is called as a municipality. Once it starts growing above that, the population starts expanding above 1 lakh, then it will be declared as a corporation. Now, most of the urban areas have corporations. Once the area is being developed, it becomes a corporation. More people started living there, more of traffic will be there, more of offices and business establishments are established there. In that case, you will have it as that place will be declared as a corporation. Children, recently Nagarkoil was declared as a corporation. It was not a corporation earlier. Recently it was declared as a corporation. Another one is Avadi. Avadi is also declared as a corporation. Let us read the book lines once again, children. The chairperson of the corporation is called mayor. He is also called as the father of the corporation. The tenure of the members of the corporation is 5 years. The Indian Administrative Service Officers and similar rank holders are appointed by the government to the corporation. Most of the urban areas have corporations. Dear children, the 15 municipal corporations are as follows. Chennai, the capital city, Madurai, Coimbatore, Tiruchirappalli, Salem, Tirunelveli, Velur, Tuticorin, Tirupur, Erode, Tanjore, Dindugal, Hosur, Nagarkoil, and the latest one is Avadi. The 15 municipal corporations are Chennai, Madurai, Coimbatore, Tiruchirappalli, Salem, Tirunelveli, Velur, Tuticorin, Tirupur, Erode, Tanjore, Dindugal, Hosur, Nagarkoil, and Avadi. Before we wind up today's class, let us have a recap of what we learned today. We learned that our motherland India is divided into states, and states are further divided into districts, districts into local bodies, urban local bodies, and rural local bodies. Urban local bodies are again divided into corporations, municipalities, and town panchayats. The rural local bodies are divided into district panchayat, panchayat union, and village panchayat. And this division is only for the administrative purposes. To make the working of the offices, it is made into smaller units or divisions. In our state, Tamil Nadu is divided into 38 districts. Our state is divided into 38 districts. In 1957, Balwant Rai Mehta Committee recommended 3-tier Panchayati Raj, and in 1978, Ashok Mehta Committee recommended a 2-tier Panchayati Raj system in India. We learned what is a corporation. Certain municipalities will be declared by the government of Tamil Nadu as corporation based on high population and high revenue. If the population of that area is above 1 lakh, that area will be declared as a corporation. If the population is more as well as the revenue is more. We also learned the chairperson of the corporation is called the mayor, or he is otherwise called as the father of the corporation. And the tenure of the members is of 5 years. Apart from the members of the corporation, you have IAS officers also to run the corporation. Most of the urban areas will have corporations. We learned the different 15 corporations in Tamil Nadu. That's all for today's class, my dear children. Next class, we will conclude this lesson by discussing about the duties of corporation. Stay home, children. Stay safe. Be blessed. Thank you.